Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Cal Poly. I love open house. It's everything that makes Cal Poly unique and amazing. It's compressed into an intense weekend. It's also a turning point in the lives of many of you who are in the final weeks of deciding which college to attend in the fall and what direction your life will take. I have to be candid, I would much prefer to be speaking to you in person rather than virtually, and I'm sure you'd rather be here in San Luis Obispo, experiencing the campus firsthand and having a good time. I know you've probably taken the virtual tour. Some of you have visited campus before, but most importantly, we hope you're all safe and sound as we're all dealing with this crisis. I want you to know how proud I am of our Cal Poly staff and students who have created this amazing virtual open house essentially overnight. This is a great example of Cal Poly Learn by Doing. Next, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. Mark Borges is A.S.I. president for Cal Poly. As A.S.I. president, Mark represents the general student body and acts as the official representative of A.S.I. to university administration and the general public. His work focuses on bringing the average student into the daily life of a student government member and garnering student feedback of various decisions being made at Cal Poly. Mark is an amazing student, and you're going to be just thrilled to hear from Mark. Mark, I'll turn it over to you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, President Armstrong, and thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I have to apologize, like many of you probably, I'm currently sporting a shelter-in-place haircut, so it's a little bit longer than I'm used to, but we're making it work. So thank you all again for joining us tonight. I'm really excited to welcome those who have accepted to Cal Poly, and will hopefully do my best to convince those of you who have yet to make that decision. My name is Mark Borges. My pronouns are he, him, and his, and I am in my last quarter at Cal Poly as a fourth-year environmental management and protection major. The first thing I want to acknowledge is the hard work and passions shown through by our new student and transition programs, student and full-time staff. As you can imagine, digitizing one of Cal Poly's largest showcase events is not easy. However, these individuals accepted, rose to the challenge, and have absolutely beaten it. The second item I wanted to mention was just some background on myself in this role. You heard President Armstrong mention A.S.I. This stands for the Associated Students Incorporated. Our vision statement is to connect students to their ultimate college experience. And it also houses our student government program and is the reason I'm able to speak with all of you today. So the first thing that I want to talk about briefly is just sort of my 3 reasons why I think you should come to Cal Poly, or why you should be excited to come to Cal Poly. And the first is this message of learn by doing. And at times, learn by doing can feel like an abstract concept sometimes, but it is absolutely manifested in my educational experience at Cal Poly. As an environmental science major, I can attest that the area of San Luis Obispo has truly become my living laboratory. In some quarters, there were times when I was outside more than I was actually in a class. And just having that opportunity and that reassurance to know that I feel as if I can address issues in the workforce starting day one is something that I truly appreciate about Cal Poly and its educational mission. The second, which I've already mentioned, is just the area of San Luis Obispo. This is an area that people come far and wide to visit and is just such a picturesque, beautiful area for hiking, going to the beach, or other recreational activities. It's truly an amazing place. And the last thing, which I think is one of the most important to note, is just the people that you'll meet here in your time at Cal Poly and the support networks that you'll gain and find throughout your experience. Now, I can't necessarily tell you where those individuals are or how you'll find your support network, but what I can tell you is that it does exist here. We have around 400 clubs on campus and other organizations where you'll meet faculty advisors, professors, staff, and supporters who are all here for your success. And know that that is absolutely one of the most important components of everyone's priorities here at Cal Poly. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the three pieces of advice I wish I had been given right about where you are at in your life if you're just about to start your college experience. And I just think this is important to go over. So the three are, the first is to say yes, but prioritize yourself. As you come into college, you will be engaged and offered so many opportunities to dive deeper into your college experience, again, getting involved in clubs or other activities. And this is so important to find your support network and really find the people that care about you and will contribute to your success, but also make sure to prioritize yourself, your time, which brings me actually to my next point, which is your time management. There are a lot of different things to do in college, and it's so important to accurately dedicate time to your academics, to your own self-care, and to just overall prioritizing your time so you feel as though you have a sense of control over your busy schedule. So start to think about how that might manifest in your college experience. And then the last thing is to understand the resources that are at your fingertips. There are so many different departments and offices that, again, are here for your success. So understand where those offices are, how to access those resources so that you will be successful at Cal Poly. Remember that myself and the community of Cal Poly are here for you. I encourage you to reach out to me via email at asipresident@calpoly.edu. Actually, I've gotten a few prospective students who have emailed me, which is always such a fun conversation. And I also have a Snapchat, and the username is Cal Poly ASI Pres, P-R-E-S, for any questions or even just starting a conversation. We can talk about concerns you might have or any of your interests. Connect with me and let's have a conversation. Thank you all so much for joining. Stay safe and take care. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. It's now my pleasure to introduce Marla Nakaso. Marla is the current chair of Cal Poly's Parent Advisory Council and also serves as the liaison to Career Services. She lives in San Ramon, California, and is a marketing professional who is so proud to be part of the Cal Poly Mustang family. And she also serves, as I mentioned, on the Parent Advisory Council. Marla's daughter, Kelly, is a fourth-year business administration student. Marla is an amazing and truly a super parent. Marla?
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, President Armstrong. Welcome to Open House, everybody. Congratulations on your admissions to Cal Poly. I wish I could meet and talk to you in person, but I'm so thankful for technology, which enables us to connect and meet virtually. My name is Marla, and I'm the parent of a graduating business administration student with a Spanish minor. My first Cal Poly Open House was 4 years ago when my daughter Kelly was a high school senior, just like many of you. I can relate to all the excitement, the emotions, and maybe some uncertainty that you might be currently experiencing. I understand, I've been there. Cal Poly has given my daughter an incredible education, and I have to say it's been the best return on her investment and our investment. For Kelly, it's been 4 years of tremendous growth with invaluable experiences of learn by doing, which include internships, a summer studying abroad, an on-campus job, involvement with women in business, Greek life, dance performances, and lifelong friendships, with so many mentors providing guidance along the way. There have also been learn by not doing experiences for her too. But I'm so grateful for all the resources and support she received from Cal Poly to help her navigate through these rough patches. And as a parent and supporter, I encourage you to unconditionally support your student and allow them to blossom and become their own unique butterfly. The transformation and growth you'll see from year to year is remarkable. It's also been 4 years of invaluable experiences of learn by doing for me as a parent too. One of my favorite volunteer experiences was helping decorate Cal Poly's Rose Bowl float in Pasadena, which was an amazing collaboration of the two Cal Poly campuses and an example of learn by doing at its best. As chair of the Parent Advisory Council, I have the privilege of working with parent and family programs and with career services. Both operate under the Division of Student Affairs. By volunteering my time and working alongside the diverse and talented team of Cal Poly administrators, staff, faculty, and students, I've been able to see firsthand the passion and commitment to student success. And I want to emphasize to all students. I believe there's no better way to teach the importance of giving back, getting involved, and making a difference than to model it for your student. There are so many opportunities to give of your time and talents. I encourage you to seek out an area or cause that you're personally passionate about and get involved. We hope it'll be at Cal Poly. We're all dealing with the current COVID-19 situation at home, in our community, in country, and around the world. I just have to say I'm so incredibly proud of the amazing work Cal Poly is doing to contribute to the health and well-being of our community and actively respond to the challenges it presents. I want to share two inspiring stories of our very own Cal Poly students. The first involves our ag students. We have 60+ animal science students who have volunteered to feed and care for 10,000+ animals on our Cal Poly campus. From chickens to pigs to cows and horses, thousands of animals remain on campus, and they're being cared for by these students who have remained in San Luis Obispo. The second story involves one of our engineering students who teamed up with local healthcare professionals to design and manufacture personal protective equipment. Using a 3D printer, they have created over 200 plastic face masks. These 3D printed masks serve as holders for the N95 filters, which can be replaced easily with their design. The replaceable filters and reusable masks allow supplies to last longer. I am so moved by these stories, and these are just two examples of how Cal Poly students rise to challenges to make a difference. These acts of kindness to help the greater good are a testament to the values instilled in our Mustangs. And this is what I believe sets a Cal Poly student apart from others. As a parent or a supporter, this is an exciting time for your student. President Armstrong always says, Cal Poly attracts the best and the brightest. You must all be so proud. There are so many wonderful universities and colleges in California and in the US, and we are thrilled that you are considering Cal Poly. And for those of you who have already committed, welcome to the Mustang family. Cal Poly is truly a family, and this family extends beyond the boundaries of the San Luis Obispo campus. When wearing our Cal Poly swag around town, or traveling, and even traveling abroad, we always seem to connect with Mustangs, students, alumni, supporters, sports fans, and beyond. I know you will all look great in green and gold, and I hope to see you all in Cal Poly swag someday soon. Again, I want to extend a big warm welcome and wish you all the very best. Enjoy open house and stay safe. And now I have the honor and privilege to introduce you to the president of Cal Poly, Dr. Jeffrey D. Armstrong. His passion and commitment to student success through Learn by Doing is what makes Cal Poly so great. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President Armstrong.
Thank you, Marla. I told you she was a super parent. Thank you for being here. It's been a joy to interact with you and your family and Kelly these past 4 years.
Thank you.
It's really cool as well. As you can see, as Mark pointed out, I have my shelter-in-place haircut as well. And as Marla pointed out, and I think we should say this in the future, 22,000 students, 10,000 animals, and almost 10,000 acres, one of the largest landholding universities in California. My email is jarmstro @calpoly.edu. I'm happy to connect and answer questions. I will happy to text and connect in many ways. So the first thing I want to say is congratulations on being accepted to Cal Poly. This is an amazing feat as we're one of the top universities in the US. We're here for everyone, and we are glad that you are considering us. Parents and supporters, congratulations to you as well. Sharon and I live on campus. We've had our two graduate from college, so we know what this is like for you. And I can tell you, Cal Poly is amazing. Cal Poly is known for its learn by doing, focus on student success, excellence, and being a comprehensive polytechnic. If you think about that last phrase, think about our music, our theater, our arts programs, the marching band, engineering students, and all majors. It's quite amazing. We're also striving very hard to get better and better, being open for every student. I'll come back to that comment in a few moments. Cal Poly's motto is learn by doing. This coronavirus situation has made that motto more real and more present than ever. Marla gave you some really good examples. We've all had to relearn how to do our jobs and our schooling, and we've learned it by doing it. I'm also very proud of Cal Poly for sticking by our principles during this very difficult period. We've consistently made decisions based on facts and evidence, connected not only with the CSU, but also with our local county health director. We put the safety of our Mustangs and on our San Luis Obispo family first. Speaking of San Luis Obispo, this is indeed a very special place, as Mark indicated. Earlier, I mentioned making decisions based on data, facts, and figures. This partnership we have in the community has resulted in some great results for us. We're fortunate that we've had no COVID-19 cases on or around our campus associated with Cal Poly. We had one student out of the area who is now recovered. Our community, and I think our state, has been amazing. The curve is being flattened, but we are also deeply sympathetic and send our condolences to those whose lives have been touched by this crisis. Our faculty and staff are working with county public health officials to develop a roadmap for restarting our community. Aiden Nizami, a faculty member at Cal Poly, is the chairperson of this committee. We believe this will result in in-person classes in the fall. We believe we will see you in person in orientation in August. We are very optimistic. Please know that after health and safety, and as I alluded to it earlier, student success is our top priority. We are moving forward with spring classes, and we have a robust set of virtual classes planned for the summer. We hope many of you will choose to take courses with us this summer. They will be robust offerings, and you'll hear much more about it. I am confident that we will be welcoming many, I hope all of you, to our campus as part of the class of 2024. The past few weeks have been very stressful for everyone around the world. I would like to help reduce your stress just a little. There are many excellent colleges and universities up and down California and across the country where you can get and would get an excellent education. If your application was strong enough to gain entry to Cal Poly, I'm sure you easily have offers from many other great universities. Of course, I think your best choice is Cal Poly, and I'd like to briefly explain why. Learn by doing. It is the heart of a Cal Poly education. It was born here and it will thrive here forever. Our core philosophy has always been on a hands-on, active education, combining the very best teaching with opportunities to put what you learn into practice. Learn by doing doesn't just mean going and finding an internship in your area, even though that's very important. It means political science students drafting a bill, submitting it to the state legislature through a local representative, lobbying for it, and for the last 2 years running, succeed in having it passed and signed into law. It means that students studying solar-powered vehicles build one and race it and win awards. It means that students studying aerospace engineering build, launch, and track satellites. CubeSats were founded at Cal Poly. It means that students interested in pigs raise them. Those interested in oranges grow them. Those interested in grapes grow them and make wine. And those interested in tax regulations help people complete those returns, all right here on campus, but of course delayed till July this year. Learn by doing isn't something that just happens on campus or in classes. It is our way of life. It's a way of life that students develop here and take with them wherever they go, on campus and off in their homes, in their careers, and throughout the rest of their lives. What we like to say is Cal Poly prepares you for a lifetime of learning. The shelf life of an education is so low, is so short now. It is so important that you learn how to learn, and learn by doing is the way to do that. The result of this experience is a graduate who is ready from day one to face whatever may come next. And if there was ever a time when the world needs people ready for anything, it's now. In my 10 years at Cal Poly, I have heard from my day one that many employers say it takes 3 to 6 months less training for a Cal Poly student because they are ready to go. As recent events have shown, California is truly a leader, not just here in the US, but around the world. What happens here first eventually has an impact on everywhere. And wherever you see cutting edge advancements happening in California, you'll find Cal Poly graduates doing the work from public health and agriculture to technology, aerospace, to the arts, many things. Learn by doing is the key that makes our graduates uniquely prepared to make a difference here in California and around the world. But learn by doing isn't just for students. People become professors and university administrators because they love learning and being in a place where learning never stops. When the university itself needs to learn something, we use Learn by Doing method. The best proof is this virtual open house. Another example is that we quickly moved our entire spring quarter to virtual, including labs. Over 4,100 courses with less than 2% loss due to a change in delivery mode. That is amazing. I think the College of Engineering kept every one of their lab courses going through this virtual. We know that Learn by Doing works best when students can really connect with their professors and mentors. We offer small classes and personal interactions with faculty on a campus of 21,000 students and an unusually wide range of majors and programs. For example, for our over 6,000 classes scheduled for this fall, over 90% of our classes are smaller than 40 students. Over 90% smaller than 40 students. It's the best of both worlds. We have the heart of a liberal arts college and the brawn of a research university, with construction going on campus for new research facilities, new Learn by Doing facilities, and amazing new facilities for athletics as well. All these factors and more make Cal Poly an outstanding education at a great price for both in-state and out-of-state students. As Marla said, Cal Poly attracts the best and brightest, and some of our main rivals for the best applicants are the University of California campuses. Whether you're a California resident or you're coming from outside the state, Cal Poly's tuition and fees are significantly lower for you than those at the UC. We're also able to offer substantial financial aid packages and scholarships so that Cal Poly is increasingly affordable for high-achieving students from low-income families. We will be adding almost 500 new Cal Poly scholars this fall. We will have over 3,000 of these scholarships in a few years. $5,000 scholarships per year for your time at California for California residents. Cal Poly is for everyone. We are working very hard to keep costs low by raising funds from donors and other supporters. It's because of students like ours that we must continue getting better, continue investing in their futures, and continue maintaining Cal Poly's promise of Learn by Doing. Think about it this way: wherever you go to attend college and attend a university, think about how your degree will appreciate over time. I can tell you that that's happened at Cal Poly over the last decades and will continue to increase in value as you enter the workforce or professional or graduate school. As you take a virtual tour of campus, as I alluded to earlier, you'll see various buildings or projects under construction. We've raised almost $800 million that's been provided by our donors to support a wide range of student success programs, faculty, and others. Finally, I want to speak to our parents and supporters. Thank you for considering trusting us with your children's education and with their safety and health. And I should say your young adults. I hope that we have repaid the trust of current parents through our prudent, evidence-driven response to the coronavirus, and that our track record will help future parents feel secure in entrusting us in the future. And you had, again, a great example of an amazing parent in Marla. One of the strongest selling points for Cal Poly is our amazing placement rate. We are the top choice for many major companies in California and beyond. Our placement rates are above 94%, with salaries ranking very, very high. Equally important, job, graduate school or professional school satisfaction after graduation is amazing. What I say to parents, and this may ring even more with this shelter in place, is that parents love at Cal Poly because after they graduate, they are very likely to move out into this world. And when I say move out, they'll move out and they'll get away from you, but of course they'll stay in touch, as I know they're doing now if they're not home with you, sheltering in place. Last, let me just give you a bit of an example about our amazing alumni. I could give you so many, but John Madden, Pro Football Hall of Fame coach, Cal Poly graduate. A world-renowned aviator featured in the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, Burt Rutan. Entertainer, Weird Al Yankovic, made his first debut on Cal Poly Radio. And then I want to personally introduce you to a very good friend of mine, astronaut Victor Glover. Victor is a mechanical engineering graduate from Cal Poly, and he is amazing. He is almost out of this world. We're fortunate to have a brief video clip from Victor as he plans his flight into space.
Greetings. Welcome to Cal Poly, even virtually. My name is Victor Glover, and I'm a NASA astronaut training for a mission aboard the SpaceX Crew Dragon to the International Space Station. And consequently, lots of Cal Poly graduates work down there at SpaceX in Hawthorne, a testament to the quality of graduates that we produce. I just wanted to say that I'm grateful for the experience and education I received at Cal Poly and the relationships that I made while I was studying there. First and foremost, I met my wife, Deanna, there. I had a chance to play football and to wrestle for Coach Lennis Cowell. And I had some great mentors, professors, and counselors. And it was an amazing place to study. Beautiful surroundings, the hills and the beaches. It's just hard to beat. And that degree has opened some really amazing doors, allowing me to become an officer in the United States Navy, to become a pilot and a test pilot. I was able to work on Capitol Hill and go to graduate school a few times, and then wind up here at Johnson Space Center, training for a mission to the International Space Station. So I'm extremely grateful for the experience and the relationships that make up my Cal Poly experience. For those of you that are considering where to study in the fall, best of luck to you with that decision. And no matter where you go, best of luck in your next endeavor. Good luck, Godspeed.
Well, thank you, Victor. I would encourage you to join Victor and engage and learn by doing at Cal Poly. Cal Poly prepares you for that lifetime of learning. As I said earlier, you're ready day one. Victor was ready day one, and he has continued his lifetime of learning. And we will have more videos and more responses from Victor when he is in the International Space Station. Please remember, learn by doing was born here. It will thrive here forever. We want you to join us. You have done amazing work, and I want to thank you in advance for selecting Cal Poly. Thank you for choosing Cal Poly. Thank you all so much for coming. Please enjoy Virtual House throughout this weekend. Good luck with your college decision. You have done amazing work. You will be successful. We will get through this crisis. We will be better on the other side of it. And I hope to see all of you face to face in the fall. Thank you again for coming. Have a great day, and go Mustangs!